And of course, Jessie, that's exactly what you would want for your two daughters, that they get along very, very harmoniously, beautifully, and that they love each other's company. Who wouldn't want that? And they call this sibling rivalry. I'm sure you've heard of that. And the reason you've heard of that concept is because it's so very, very, very common. That's the first thing I want you to understand, is that this tends to happen in a lot of families, probably most families with two or more little children. They're close in age, 4 and 1, so that the elder sister, who's 4 years old, is still quite little and she's still very, very attached. And when one is 4 years old, and I would say between 3 and about 6 years of age, it's quite natural that we are very narcissistic. All of us went through this. It's a natural developmental stage that we are selfish, we are narcissistic, we still need to feel like we're the center of the attention in our families, that we're very, very special. And I'm sure you've noticed that children of 4 years old, well, actually between 3 and about 6, they don't often like to share even their toys. And the kind of thing they say, this is mine, it's mine, it's mine. And parents tend to worry about that because parents think that that child will continue to be selfish up until they're, grown up, and they will be selfish and narcissistic, self-obsessed adults. And that is entirely not the case. It is a stage of development. So it will be reassuring for you to know that she will grow out of this, that will become less and less. And as she gets older and starts to move into early primary school, quite naturally, she will start to feel more secure in herself so that she can allow the attention to go to others more and more and more and more. She will start to discover the pleasure of sharing, the pleasure of giving, because it's pleasurable when you feel full of love, that we want to give it. It's something that we all start enjoying, to give and to share and to take care of our little sisters and brothers and our friends. We enjoy that, but only once we feel like we've had enough of our own time to be the number one and to feel special. So you get the 4-year-old or the 3-year-old having a new baby in the house. They start having to share mum and dad. For the first 3 years of your daughter's life, she was your number one. She didn't experience having to share your attention. And when there's a new baby, and this is a very sudden new occurrence, babies take an enormous amount of our attention. We're looking and giving, and we're very absorbed with our babies. And very many little toddlers of 3 years of age start to feel quite envious, quite sad, that before they were seeing your eyes and now they're seeing the back of your head more often, and they are no longer the center of attention. Many little children resist this. They feel resentful, they get jealous, and they get a little angry, and they tend to blame, because they're too young to understand much better, they tend to blame the little baby for that. So it's not unusual that there is disharmony. So how do we help your older child, the 4-year-old, to enjoy and appreciate your 1-year-old more? 2 things that I will say. The first one is make sure as much as possible that your 4-year-old gets separate time of one-on-one with you, one-on-one with her dad, at least a little bit every day, where it's all about her and she gets to be special, and there's just you and me, and I'm reading to you and I'm playing with you, and to be reassured, right, that experience will remain available to her, that she won't lose that. Of course there's less time for her, but at least a little bit each day that it's all about her with you. Remind her that she's special to you just by those interactions, playing with her. special one-on-one time. So sometimes parents have to divide the parenting. We say, for instance, mum is with the baby for an hour or two, and then dad, you go and play with the older child. And it's a different kind of playtime. Really let her know that warm and intimate time is available to her. And when, of course, there's not enough of you in the house at a time, that's why we need extended family or friends or tribe of some kind, where your older daughter gets to feel special for somebody, special to another adult. That fills her up. And the more that she has that with regularity, you will find that her capacity to enjoy the little sister will naturally expand, will naturally grow a little more each time. Pay a lot of attention. When does your 4-year-old feel jealous and resentful of her sister? And what goes on for her in the moments leading up to that? And really pay attention to those moments when she seems to spontaneously love her little sister and take pleasure in giving and taking care of her little baby sister. And notice what were the conditions that made her go this way and what were the conditions that made her go that way. Okay, really pay attention to that and you will learn some very, very, very interesting things. The last thing I want to say is notice if there's anything that your 4-year-old actually enjoys doing for her little sister, because there is a great possibility for little children, even as young as 4, to, as long as they're not obligated, not to force them or push them, and not to have this as an expectation of them, but they like sometimes to play the role of older sister, older brother, like a little mum and dad. And they love to take a few moments to look after the little one. They can enjoy that sometimes. Now, make those experiences available, of course, under supervision, because you won't be able to rely on her to be safe with a little baby. She's only 4 years old, okay? There's a lot she doesn't understand yet. But under supervision, see if you can invite her to do something that she loves to do for her baby sister. Let her enjoy that. It might be, perhaps if she can read a little story for a minute, or to rock her in her cradle, or to help put her shoes on, or to sing. Singing is so beautiful. Help her sing together to her little baby sister. Show her what it is enjoyable about being a carer to her baby one. And she will, through those enjoyable experiences of caring, come to look forward to those moments more and more and more. And her capacity to care and be harmonious will grow over time. Thank you for your question.